Welcome to another exciting edition of Faulkner Fixes All. And today, we're going to move this drum back down where the safety area is. What we're going to do is, we can't get new bearings. They took my money and they didn't have the bearings. And they're not very good quality anyway. This one's not too bad. The races are good. This one's made in France. We're going to reuse that. This American one, made in America, we're going to reuse that. The race is good in the drum. So I'm making the executive decision to just reuse these. You saw the time lapse. I was sanding on the spindle a lot. And this is the seal area here. Yes, I should probably replace that, but it's going back in. And everything has been sanded on a lot. And now it doesn't want to go on. There we go. And what I'm going to do right now is pack this big bearing right now. And then we're going to put it in. And the mosquitoes are having a really good time tonight. And yeah, we're just going to pack it from the back. And get a lot of grease on that. It's packing through right now. It's going from the back to the front. We're kind of slamming it in there until fresh grease comes out of the back here. Don't worry about how greasy it is and how messy. Just keep packing it in that back part until the fresh grease comes through. And I can see it's not really coming through yet. We're really going to start packing it in there now. Oh, I can see it coming out. Okay, let's check that out. The fresh grease is coming out right there. You can see it. Fresh, gooey red grease. We're doing pretty well. Let's pack some more in there. We're packing it in the back and it's coming out the front. It's really fun. Okay, I can see some fresh grease coming. This isn't really the best grease, but it's what they had down there. Okay, so you can see right here. Now watch right there. See, the fresh grease is coming through right there. We're getting it. Oh yeah, we got fresh grease in there now. It's not too bad. All right, so that's good. We're gonna wipe a little grease inside the hub. Doesn't need gangbusters like was in there. There was a lot in there. So we got fresh grease in the hub. And we're gonna put this bearing that we just repacked. We can see the fresh grease did come through on this other side, and we can see it did come through in the rollers. Okay, so we're gonna pop that in there. Okay. That feels good. Wipe off this excess here. And now, once I get this off my hands, we're going to pound the new seal in. And we're going to put a little grease on here too, because that's what we do with the extra grease. Okay. And now we're going to pound the new seal in. I have my assistant with me today. He's doing very well. Say hi, Uncle Benny. He's a little shy today. All right. Wipe some of that off. Okay, let's get the seal, and we'll pound the seal in with a block of wood. We'll put this drum on. We'll put the outer bearing in. This is the inner. It's bigger. It's on the inside of the drum. All right. So let's pound this in, preferably with a block of wood. Yeah, it's being a little stubborn. We'll fix it up. Actually, you know, I don't think I'm going to use the wood. There's mosquitoes. I think I'm going to use the wood. Nope. Didn't like that. Boy, it would be a bummer to have to use the old seal. There we go. It's trying. We might have to use the old seal. Boy, that would be par for the course. Oh, there we go. All right. That's pretty good. Okay, that's right on there. It's going to ride right on that little shiny spot. There's the new seal. We got grease on there. Okay. It's a little wampus. There we go. Okay, as for the poor fitting new parts, I don't dare use the old seal. It didn't ride at all. So we're gonna try to see if this new seal is gonna be nice. So here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay, let's wipe this race out a little, and then we'll pack the outer bearing, and we might have to tap the outer bearing on. It was not being nice. Here's the outer bearing, and we're gonna get a bunch of grease in my hand and just start popping it. And these, I have not changed the races in this drum. We are using what we have. I'm not excited about the Japanese bearings I bought, and I'm just not excited about what quality was happening with these bearings. And I could not get the inner bearings. They said they had them, they took my money, and then a guy called me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude. We don't have those. They're in a store in Sacramento, and oh, it's the wrong number." So, you know what? We're just gonna use what we have. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, dear, I spooged my pants. I'm getting bitten. Okay, you can see the bad grease coming out. You can see it is getting close. They do have a little tool for this, actually. You put it on a grease gun and you pack it. It takes about 4 seconds. They do have a tool for this. Okay, I can see the new grease coming out. I'm satisfied with that. And we'll put some in there. I think there's plenty. Oh, look at that. It went right on this time. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I was sanding on that the whole time, and it didn't have to go on very far. So some of that crocus clothing, what I was doing with the sandpaper, I didn't realize it, but the bearing didn't have to go on that far. So always stop and kind of check out what you're doing, folks. Okay, so we're going to put this flat washer on, and you can see where the wear is right here. That backside is probably against the bearing, and that was against the axle nuts. So in we go. All right. And this one goes on, and the mosquitoes are very severe right now. We're gonna go get our 32 millimeter, and then we're gonna put this lock tab on, and we're gonna pound this. We're gonna put some grease in this too, nice and clean. We're gonna pound that on, and then we're gonna jack it up and put the wheel back on. And then I'm probably gonna call it a day. That's just the rusty drum hitting the shoes. Okay, let's go get the spanner wrench. Yeah, remind me to get some mosquito repellent of some sort. Okay. Hey, we're doing pretty good. We're putting the old bearings back in because the new bearings suck and they're not available. Okay, so I'm gonna spin it and tighten it. It's gonna find its happy home. We're tightening it, kind of forcing the grease out. I'm gonna back it off a little. That's pretty good. That's just the rusty drum hitting the old shoes. It's not, there's no wobble here now. It's fresh grease. I don't see a problem. Let's tighten it up a little more. That's pretty good. Back it off a little. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. That'll get us down the mountain. All right, so we have the old lock washer, which is damaged and it's missing the tab. There's a little tab in here that's missing. I'm okay with this. We're just gonna put this on and put the other nut on. And we're going to tighten it up and bend the tab back over. Actually, let's put it this way so I can actually whack it with a hammer easier. Unfortunately, the ones they sold me are wrong. And that's kind of the way it goes with old cars and old things. You buy stuff online or you go to the parts place and you purchase it, and in reality you take it out of the box and you try to use it and it's not made to specs. So I know that these bearings on here are good. Now we're going to hold that. I mean, I messed up a little bit on the case of the bearing when I took it off, the outer one, the inner. And I'm okay with that. Okay, good. This is close. Okay. All right. I'm calling that good. Where's that big hammer? Okay. Okay, this needs new lock tabs. We know that. I probably will change those lock tabs out before I attempt to ghost ride this down the mountain. But for now, they're in, and we're probably going to have to do some more brake work on it too. This is just me getting this wheel that I know it's going to be okay. So we're going to take this cap, and we're going to dip some in there. And we'll just, you know, give it a dab. It'll suck up what it wants. Okay, there's fresh grease inside of this, and now we're going to pound it on. Look at how the marks are on that. Look at how many times people have been in there. I'm not the first guy, you know, or first person. You know, ladies do work on cars too. Okay, I am confident with a new locking tab and some brake work, we could roll this down the mountain. Let's put the front wheel on. I'm really tired of the mosquitoes, and this video will be along the line somewhere of the time lapse of me sanding the spindle, and another video of us driving around having fun. Okay, let's put the wheel on. Because I'm tired. These, I'm going to put some grease on these too, just because it's good to put a little bit on these. They're not bad, but I think I'm going to just put some on here, just in case. You know, it's good to contaminate your grease, your jar of grease with rust. You know, it's good to contaminate things. Okay, good. Those are nice and greasy now. That's good. And we forgot one crucial aspect of this. Now, only the high-tech stuff here at Faulkner fixes all. Yeah, we're really high-tech. Pretty close. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. The wide 5 pattern is it's not a Volkswagen, it's not only on Volkswagens. Porsche uses it, and some very early Ford cars, Model A or Model B in the 40s. Don't quote me on this, but I have seen a Ford rim on Model A's, I believe it is. It's a much bigger wide 5. The circle is like out here somewhere. It's a much bigger wheel. It might even be a 16-inch wheel. And so Volkswagen did not pioneer this. It's something that. What is this piece of junk? Jesus. Let's try this one. That's better. Yeah, this is not, I mean, early Fords, like 1930 Fords, which were probably Model A's, had big 16-inch wide 5 patterns. It's pretty interesting. I mean, of course, a VW wheel will not fit a Ford without an adapter of some sort. But, yeah, Volkswagen did not pioneer the wide 5. This big opening here is called the wide 5. So they didn't pioneer that. Yeah, there's one that needs chasing. I think that's the one. Yeah, we'll have to wait till that's on the ground and really pop that in.
Did you ever use a die on those?
No, I didn't have a tap. Okay, so I'm going to reach around and pull these blocks out. And we'll let this down. Preferably not on this white thing. Yeah, let's pull the whole thing out. Oh man, this is so fun, guys. There we go. And then we'll tighten these up. You know what? We should put some grease on this. Only the most high-tech things here at Faulkner Fixes All. Yeah, you think a die would be to clean a bolt.
Threads.
Yeah, the threads, but a tap would go in the drum. So you could clean a die. You could use a die on the actual lugs.
To clean them out, to make it easier to...
Yeah, the lugs you could use a die, but the tap would go in the drum.
You're not trying to remove it, though. You're just trying to...
No, you're trying
making
to...
it easier to
yeah.
get the lug nuts.
Yeah, you clean out the rust inside the drum.
Yeah.
But the die you could use on the lug bolts themselves,
It's
or
a
a
big
wire
die,
wheel. You could clean it with a wire wheel. But we're just gonna muscle it in there, because you know, we don't play around here. And we're doing a cross pattern now. Well, we were. Okay, gonna put some air in that tire. Okay, thanks for my assistant for helping me out. Whew. And thanks for tuning in to Faulkner Fixes All. This is not what I really wanted to accomplish this trip. I wanted to have brakes and a brake pedal, but what we did was we tore it all apart and found out that we couldn't get bearings. And we put it back together with the old bearings, but at least they're greased. And we'll put some air in that, and we'll be ready to ghost ride it down the mountain soon. Actually, I'm going to try to get brakes. Okay, another exciting edition of Faulkner Fixes All, and you saw it first. There's the power plant in there. There's, yeah. Well, we got lots of extra wheels in here. Yeah, we are still working on this, and this tire probably needs some air too. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and thanks Uncle Benny for helping me out with the camera work. All right.
That tailgate.
Hey folks, we got to clean this truck up. It's really bad. I mean, I'm trying to clean it here.
I think that was just a...
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
look at
that
these
was only one
stripes.
time that was going to happen.
Oh, Mom, I mean, man, these scrapes are maybe with some
Will
compound or
you
something.
get-
Maybe some compound or something. Maybe we get some compound, Mom.
Leave my striping alone.
Okay.